When this card is synchroed, select a synchro monster in either player's graveyard and special summon it. Tengu on summon will destroy his back row, does not target, so he has to respond now. What's up, guys? It's your boy Kazaris back with another fun little deck profile, and today we have Malefics. Now, I was participating in the KC Cup a little bit. I didn't get to play as much as I wanted, and it was a little bit tiring. So many blue eyes, dude. I only got to like 10k. I did not. I don't know. I was not having a good time. Like, KC Cups normally aren't that good of a time anyway because it's just mainly grinding, but like this one just felt especially awful. So I took a day to recoup yesterday, and now I'm back with a cool, fun deck just to take a break from the meta. So Malefic Rainbow Dragon, Malefic Stardust Dragon, and Malefic Truth Dragon. These are like the only big ones that you really want to play. You play Stardust just because it's level 8, and it's the easiest one to summon because you have to banish from the extra deck, not from the main deck. And the main difference that makes is that you don't have to play the bricks in the main deck. So while Malefic Blue Eyes would have to banish Blue Eyes from the main deck, to summon itself, you would have to play both in the main deck, whereas Malefic Stardust just has to vanish from the extra deck. So we are playing the Malefic Stardust just so we don't have to main deck that brick. We are playing 2 Malefic Rainbow Dragon as well because this is good to make a level 12 synchro with Malefic Parallel Gear. And you can also summon it just by banishing Malefic Paradox Gear. Now this is the card that it's like a newer card that ties the whole archetype together, kind of. If a face-up field spell card is on the field, you contribute this card, special a Malefic Parallel Gear from your deck, and then add 1 Malefic monster from your deck to your hand except Parallel Gear. And then if a Malefic monster would banish a monster to special summon itself by its own way, you can banish this card you control or in your graveyard instead. So this card's fantastic. So even though we're not playing the Malefic or the Rainbow Dragon in the main deck, we can still just banish the Paradox Gear to summon a 4,000 attack monster. Very, very solid. And then Malefic Truth Dragon is really cool. It's 5,000 attack, 5,000 defense. It is absolutely massive. And it can summon itself if a Malefic monster you control is destroyed by battle or by card effect. And you have to pay half your life points. So it can summon itself from the hand or grave. You only need to play 1. You'll get access to it easily with Malefic Selector or Malefic World. And then it's just, if it destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you get to destroy all other face-up monsters on the field. So if he comes out, your opponent has to deal with him. Otherwise, they're kind of screwed. If they can't deal with them, they lose. So he's just massive. I guess against Dark Lords, they can gain 5,000 life off of it, which is kind of fine, but I mean, like, they're going to struggle to deal with 5,000 outside of Desire, but you have like Book of Moon or something like that for it, so that's kind of cool. And then we have 3 Malefic Territory, so this will play the Malefic World from the deck, so 3 of the one we want to open and 1 of the brick. You can maybe play 2 of this and make it 21 if you're afraid of opening it, but I'm just going to keep it an even 20 because I want to open Malefic Paradox as often as possible. So this will play the Malefic World from the deck. While it's in the field, while that card is in the field zone, neither player can target a card in the field zone with card effects. And then the Malefic monster effect, there can only be 1 face-up Malefic monster on the field, becomes there can only be 1 face-up Malefic monster on the field with the same name. So we can have Stardust or Rainbow Dragon or Malefic Paradox Dragon on the field as long as we have the territory. And then during the battle phase, negate the effects of face-up Malefic monsters on the field, which means we can attack with everything we have. Otherwise, they would just restrict our attacks to only them. So this card just opens up the archetype, gets rid of all the annoying restrictions that really don't make sense for this day and age of Yu-Gi-Oh! 2 Malefic Selector, so this can banish 2 Malefic cards from the grave to add 2 different Malefic cards from our deck to the hand, or 2 Malefic cards with different names from each other and from the banished cards. So say we open like, so how we do this is Malefic Paradox Gear, summon Parallel, summon or add Rainbow Dragon, synchro Parallel and Rainbow Dragon in hand for the Onimaru, and now we'll activate Malefic Selector, banish the Rainbow and the Parallel Gear to add the Territory and like Stardust or something like that, for instance. And then we can activate Territory, play World from deck, and now we have Stardust as a follow-up. And finally, the Blackbird Close. This card is really cool because we Paradox Gear is a 1-card Blackwing synchro, so we get Assault Blackwing on the field, and then we can use Blackbird Close to tribute the Onimaru to negate a monster effect on our opponent's field and summon Blackwing Dragon. So this is absolutely nuts. So Blackbird Close got errated in the TCG so that when your opponent activates a monster effect anywhere, you get to negate it. But this one still, your opponent has to control it, meaning it has to be face up on the field. So I was just checking to see if they shadow, but like sneakily switched to the effects and nobody noticed. But But no, so the current Blackwing deck doesn't get to use this because they have to play Raikiri and Orochi. But we get to make use of this because we're not playing any other limited 2 cards, so we can easily make a 1-card Onimaru and then tribute it for Blackbird Close from our hand, negate an opponent's monster effect, and then summon the Blackwing Dragon. Pretty cool. And then we also have 2 DDD Gust High King Alexander. This is like the only other generic rank 10 that we can actually make, and it's 3,000, which crashes with Blue Eyes, which is important. We are playing Light Barrier as well. This is the field spell skill. It doesn't give any buffs to any other deck, and it only activates on our first turn, which means if our opponent goes first and has like something to get rid of it, it won't be face up on the field until we start our turn, so that's pretty cool. So that's the list. We're going to just jump right into some games. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and grab your coffee. Alright, we're up against a Yuma and Astral. We are going second, most likely Animats. They've been surging back in popularity. Our hand is... it's okay. If we like set parallel and he runs over it in battle, we can summon Truth. So that's not too awful. We have Malefic World at the very least, so that's cool. Yeah, so we have territory, so we can... So if we go like set, or even like worst case, we can crash our own parallel gear, take some damage, and then pay half a life, pay half the life after we take the damage to summon Truth, and then like wipe his field maybe, if he attempts to like set some things. Because like if he goes like, if he makes like Bouncer, we can, and Bouncer like Roach. If he makes Bouncer Roach, we can parallel gear, crash into Roach to take 19, summon Truth, pay another 1050. Beat over Bouncer for 23, and then destroy the Roach with his effect. That's kind of neat. So that's like worst case, but like we still have a top deck, so our plays will change with our draw most likely. It's Book of Moon. I mean, I don't know. It's like if he makes Bouncer and we draw Paradox Gear, he can just negate it. So, I mean, we could also draw like any of the high level ones to make a Synchro with, which isn't awful. Because this is a continuous effect to Synchro. We can't negate it with Bouncer. So yeah, he added Bolt to his hand, so we know he has Bolt, so he has a way to destroy a monster. So Sister going to make them both level 6. Actually, never mind. Master of Destiny would say Master of Destiny at the beginning. I was going to say it makes him think we're playing Master of Destiny since it doesn't activate, but Master of Destiny would activate. So I'm just going to check for a delay here. There's no delay there, so this is most likely like a Book of Moon or something. So I'm going to activate the Malefic Territory, place the Malefic World face up. I am going to Synchro, I think. I can Synchro for the Onimaru, and then I can resolve Malefic Selector, and then I can summon, yeah, I can summon a Malefic. So I'll do that. So normal summon, there is a delay. It's most likely Book of Moon, and even if it is, we can trigger Truth Drag on our turn, because he can only negate this if it's an effect on the field. So regardless, I think we have it, which is kind of nice. So it's Karma Cut, never mind. Never mind. Had to be Karma Cut specifically. God dang it. Did he have it? Or did he draw it? So just pay attention to what he plays. He had it. So he had the Goblin Bird. Nope, I lose. Scoop it up. Unfortunate. Let's do another. Alright, we're up against a Jesse Anderson. We are going first. Not too bad. Oof. Crack my neck. Alright, so we open the selector. Very solid hand, honestly. We're going to activate the Light Barrier. Now we can use the Paradox Gear. Summon Parallel Gear. I'll add Stardust to my hand because I already have the Rainbow Dragon. And now I can special summon the Onimaru. Yeah, so I'm going to summon the Onimaru. Alternatively, I could have summoned like High King. I couldn't summon Malefic Paradox Dragon because Malefic World isn't on the field, so it would have just died. But I am going to banish that, the Parallel Gear, and the Rainbow Dragon to add the Territory and another Paradox Gear as a follow-up. So that's nice. Now I'm going to activate the Territory, place the World from my deck. Now this is a 3k body that can't die by battle. Should I summon the Stardust Dragon? No, I don't think there's a reason to. I'm just going to hold it as a follow-up. He doesn't know I have it. Well, you know what? No, maybe I should have summoned it. That way, if he kills it, I can summon Truth Dragon. Yeah, maybe I should have summoned it. Yeah, I don't think it'll matter too much in the end. Because this can't die by card effects. Alright, so he's activating a Mayakashi return. Send a Mayakashi or add it to hand. He'll most likely send... Oh, no, he's going to add the water. Why would he add the water? Oh, okay. So if it's in the hand of grave, it doesn't matter. Alright, so he has the whole climbing. The level 9 is 3,300 attack, so he can just beat over my Onimaru. Unfortunate, but I think that should be fine in the end. So he's going to send Spectral Sword, yep. And then I'll do his climb. Alright, so level 9 coming down. Oh, it's 2,900. Oh, I was wrong. So he can't kill this. Oh, that's even better. Nice. But if this dies by battle, he gets to summon the Tengu. Yeah, which can destroy without targeting. And he just gets to destroy the Malefic world. Uh-oh, that sucks. Oh, okay, tie that binds. Alright, that makes sense. So now he can run over it. He also has the Spectral Sword in the graveyard that he can use to synchro from grave with the level 5 Mayakashi to make Squire Saga, Shiranui Squire Saga, which is level 7, so that's an option for him. He's going to tie that binds, beat over my Onimaru. That's fine. You got to draw with the Mayakashi. I'm going to... Do I want to activate Malefic? Well, what do we need? I feel like we have everything. I don't think I need... So I'd reveal a selector. Yeah, I want to keep the parallel in the deck along with the Rainbow Dragon. So I'm just going to draw a regular card. Yeah. So another Paradox, that's fine. I'm going to normal summon it, see if he has a delay. There is a delay. Okay. That's fine. Okay, so activate this. He's not using anything. Summon another parallel from the deck. Parallel and Paradox. They're kind of cool looking. Add the Rainbow Dragon to my hand. Now we are just going to summon the Rainbow Dragon normally. We're going to synchro with a Malefic Stardust. So let's get synchroing here. I could do Malefic Paradox when this card is synchroed. Select a synchro monster in either player's graveyard and special summon it. Hold up. Alright, so this... If this is special from the grave, destroy a spell or trap your opponent controls. Both players sends 3. Okay, so I can summon the Tengu. And he can't summon anything because I took the Tengu. So if I destroy the Yoko in battle, he gets to summon Tengu. If I destroy Tengu, he summons the 5. But if I take the 7, he cannot continue that chain. So that's actually really cool. Alright, so let's see if this works. So Malefic Paradox coming down. And even if this dies, we have Malefic Truth. So Paradox going to target the Tengu. It could also target my own Onimaru. This is really cool. But I think targeting his Tengu is correct. Tengu on summon will destroy his back row. Does not target, so he has to respond now. I feel like he should have summoned the Tengu to stop me from summoning Tengu. Because now I just get to summon Rainbow Dragon. Okay, well, that was a cool way to end it. Holy crap. 4K. 4K. God dang. Wow, what a... Malefic Paradox coming in clutch, actually. That was cool. I've never used that card's effect. Let's do another. Alright, we are up against a My Valentine. A nice Harpy matchup. Haven't played one of them yet, so that'll be nice. We're going first. Very cool. There is the combo. Unfortunately, we do not see the Blackbird Close. That would have been ideal, but this is still fine. So we are going to make the Paradox Gear. We have the Truth Dragon, so we are going to summon the Stardust just in case he kills it. And then we can just summon this from our hand as a 5,000 body, which is nuts. I am going to hold the Paradox because if he kills the Onimaru and we draw, and we can get to another parallel gear, then we can summon Paradox using a Stardust Dragon, and we can Paradox on summon will summon back the Onimaru from the grave. So that's pretty cool. So decent setup here. Not really like any interruptions or anything, but hard for him to push through, especially with the Malefic Truth in our hand. So there's a Perfumer coming down. You can like bounce the Onimaru maybe, and then beat over the Stardust, but then we'll have the Truth. So that's cool. And then even if the Truth doesn't stick, we have Malefic World to reveal 2 Paradox Gear and a Selector. That way we're guaranteed to get, or we can reveal a Paradox Gear and 2 Selector. That way we're guaranteed to get a Paradox Gear and then get into another Synchro play. So he's going to summon Slash, no effect. So he's going to beat over my Stardust Dragon, I'm going to pay half of my life to summon this Malefic Truth Dragon. Absolutely nuts. This card is crazy. I'm going to activate Malefic World 100%. I'm going to reveal Paradox Gear and 2 Malefic Selectors. Because now we have 2 cards in our grave that we want to banish. Oh, but he gets to activate this now. Maybe we shouldn't have done that. Okay. Alright, well this is getting rough. I mean, if he's wasting all of his things now, he doesn't have a Cyber Slash bounce. That has to be like another back row, doesn't it? Yeah, so reveal that and 2 of these, and now we get to guaranteed do another play. I mean, like, Truth just has to pay half my life points, so I'll always be able to summon the Truth, so I'm not worried about this being in my hand again. So he gave us a Selector, so I'm going to activate Selector. I'm going to banish the Rainbow and banish the Parallel. Rainbow and the Parallel. I'm going to add the Paradox and the Stardust. Yes. So now Paradox will summon Parallel and then add Rainbow Dragon. Right. And we'll be able to summon the Rainbow Dragon because we have the Parallel in the or Paradox in the grave. So there is a delay. Is that there was nothing on summon, but there was a delay on the activation of the effect. So is that a negation? Is that what that was? Well, I mean, like, this is at the very least a 4,000 body, which is a lot of damage. But like a direct attack with Rainbow is also game. And if he destroys one of these, I have Truth. I'm trying to think. I think I summon the Paradox and then yeah, I'll summon the Paradox here. Even though we can't really get its effect, I can at least get a 4,000 body, 4,000, 4,000, which is crazy. And then summon Rainbow Dragon by banishing the Paradox. So another 4,000, 4,000. Enter battle phase. Anything? Nothing. Okay, so there was a delay on activation of my Paradox. So I'm not sure what that was, but then there was nothing else for the rest of the duel. So cool, closing it out there with 2 big beefy boys on the field. Let's do another. Alright, we are up against a Jack Atlas. We are going second. Our hand isn't awful. So we'll have a field spell in the field. We can make either... We can't make Paradox because if we don't have access to Malefic World, Paradox will just die. So it's 6 Sams. Interesting. Cool, so I'll let him do his thing while I talk. Yeah, so we can't make Paradox. Wait, that was his thing? That was it? Just summon Hatsume Pass? Alright, well now we have the territories, so not even going to bother activating the light barrier. Just going to play the Malefic World from the deck. Now I'm going to normal summon the Parallel Gear. I'm going to fuse with the Rainbow Dragon because if I fuse with the Stardust, I have no way to actually summon this Rainbow Dragon because I don't have Paradox in my grave or Rainbow Dragon in my deck. But I can summon the Stardust by banishing Stardust from my extra. I always have access to Stardust in the extra. Now this is 14. This is not game. Of course it isn't. God damn it. Well, 100 off lethal. At the very least, we have a Book of Moon to stop a synchro play, and he's at 100 life. So any little poke will kill him. Any poke at all. So unfortunate, but we can still Malefic World to add 3 Paradox Gear, which will give us another synchro play into like Malefic Paradox Dragon, which can summon back an Onimaru if he kills it. But he's setting, so that's most likely a Fuma. And Fuma... Does Fuma have to summon an attack? I'm not sure. Anyway, I'm going to reveal... or I'll reveal these 2, because Selector can add 2, whereas Paradox would just add 1. So Selector would give us more advantage, so it's better if we add that. But even if he adds the 1 Paradox that we revealed, it's fine. But he gave us the Selector, so we're going to activate the Selector. Hands up. This looks like the Pepe hands up meme. It's kind of funny. So we're going to banish the Rainbow and that thing. Add the Paradox and the... I'll add the Truth. Yeah, I'll add the Truth. And then we're going to go normal summon Paradox. Tribute itself. Summon Parallel. And then add... add Stardust would give me... Yeah, Stardust gives me Malefic Paradox. Doesn't matter, really. I'm just going to make another big monster. I'll make Paradox because it's slightly bigger. It might matter, probably not. The difference between 3,000 and 4,000 when he only has 100 life points is pretty negligible. But I'm going to attack with the Malefic Stardust first. It is Fuma as I expected. But he can summon, like, Kizaru in defense and search. But then I just beat over Kizaru and attack for game. So I think we have this no matter what he does. Unless he has, like, a hand trap. Wait, what does Genba do? Nothing. Cool. Very nice, very nice. There's another win. 4,000 to the face. Even if we didn't do any damage on the previous turn, that our turn there would have been game because we had 4,000 exactly. Very cool. Let's do another. All right, we are up against a Seto Kaiba. We are going second, not too shabby, on a win streak of 2. Pretty nice. Ultimate Dragons coming down. I mean, oh, here we go. Finally going to pull off this Blackbird Close combo. So if he gets to Spirit Dragon, honestly, if he just like makes Spirit Dragon pass and he lets me do this combo to summon Onimaru, if he goes like end phase, contribute for Spirit, summon Azure Eyes, and activates Azure Eyes effect, we negate the Azure Eyes and then summon Blackbird or Blackwing Dragon, which is nuts. So he is going to turn 1, make the Spirit Dragon, just go to end phase. Oh, damn it. Okay, well, might be a little bit tougher now. If we see Book of Moon, would that help? I'm trying to think what would help. So Spirit Dragon coming down. So we're gonna activate the Light Barrier. Rainbow's not really gonna help. Well, I mean, it's still a 4,000 body. That's not bad. Gonna activate the Light Barrier because we have to have a face-up field spell to activate the Paradox Gear. There's nothing he can negate with Spirit Dragon because I'm not activating any graveyard effects. So unless he has like Book of Moon here or Karma Cut, I think I'm okay. Please. So it's alternative in the grave. So if he stops me here, I just lose because he gets to add back alternative, resummon it, and then just attack for game. So this has to go through. He's probably just reading it mainly. Might not have seen it yet. So it sticks. All right, we're gonna activate. The delay is most likely just Spirit Dragon. So summon and add another Rainbow Dragon. Because I want to be able to summon this one because we do have the Paradox in the grave. So if he decides to like stop me now, or on the summon of Onimaru, then we have at least a way to summon Rainbow Dragon. So we're going to wait. Hold on. What does this say? Okay, so it has to send a Blackwing to the grave. Okay, so I'm going to summon the Onimaru by synchroning with the Malefic Parallel and the Rainbow Dragon. So this went through. Onimaru's on the field. Is there a delay now? So I'm going to set one of these Blackbird Closes as a bluff and keep the other one in my hand. Because once I resolve one, I can't really resolve the other. So the other one's just going to be... So if I set it and then keep one in hand, he's going to think that the one I just set is actually usable. Or is actually something real. I could just add... let me... Yeah, I'm going to resolve this selector, add Territory and Stardust to hand. Or no, I'm going to grab Truth and Territory. Yeah, Truth is better here. Just in case this Rainbow Dragon dies. Now, if I go to it, so I go to attack the Spirit Dragon, activates effect, summons Azure Eyes, I negate, and then I redeclare on the Spirit. It'll be 15 and 28 with Black Winged. So if that back row is nothing real, this is lethal on board. Oh, well, actually, no. He has Blue Eyes in hand, so he can tribute the Spirit to summon in defense and chump block, but then he has nothing. So this is still anybody's game, I think, but we are in a good position now that we've established our field. And if that's for Geki Break, that's even better for us because Onimaru can't die by card effects. If Malefic Territory resolves, he can't target the world, so he can target Malefic Territory or Rainbow Dragon. And if he pops a Rainbow Dragon, we just summon Truth. But he knows we have the Truth, so he might not do that. But if it's Karma Cut, he just gets to banish Onimaru, so it's like... I don't know why I wouldn't have just banished the Paradox Gear. It's like, that's why I'm thinking the back row is nothing, because he let me get this far. So I think all of the delays have just been Spirit Dragon. So activating Malefic World from the deck. Oh, no. Oh, wait. That's still fine. I forgot when... That you have to remember that. That's showing my inexperience with Malefics. when you reactivate another field spell, there is an instance when there's one not on the field, so it dies by its own condition. That's almost really bad, but thankfully Truth was able to summon itself because it died by a card effect. So I'm going to enter battle phase. I'm going to threaten the spirit. He's going to activate the spirit, obviously, to summon Azure-Eyes. Treacherous. This is fine. I go and attack Spirit Dragon. He activates the effect. This is also fine. I think. Oh no. That ended up mattering. God dang it. If I had not done that play and activated the Malefic World. If I just not activated Malefic World, I would have had the rainbow on the field. It would have popped it. Then I summoned Truth, and then I still have 2 monsters on the field. I can kill this Blue Eyes because now when he goes Azure Eyes effect, so I let Spirit Dragon resolve because I have to destroy it in order to summon Blackwinged. So he's activating Azure Eyes. Now I negate and destroy with Blackbird Close. But now the Blue Eyes can clear the Blackwinged Dragon, unfortunately. So I can summon a Blackwinged Dragon to my field. Just put it in defense so that I don't take any damage. I'll pass to him. He can Ancients add back alternative. So if he top decks like Blue Eyes here specifically, then he wins because he just gets to pop my Blackwinged. But if he doesn't, then I get to resolve Malefic World, make another Synchro, like Paradox Dragon, and then summon back the Onimaru, and then then I can kill him because I can crash with. God damn it! He top decks specifically Blue Eyes. That one mistake on my part and a good top deck from him, and of course, and all of a sudden he won. That's so unfortunate. We should have had this game. I'm going to leave this in just because it's a nice reminder of what not to do. Because if I had just not activated territory, or if I had activated territory and not placed Malefic World for my deck, the Rainbow Dragon would have stayed on the field. He would have treached me, and then I would have been able to summon Truth at that point instead of having the Truth die. And then Truth can attack the spirit. He'll activate the spirit to summon Azure Eyes. Azure Eyes activates. We negate with Blackbird Close, summon the Blackwing Dragon. Truth redeclare on the Spirit Dragon. He activates to summon Blue Eyes in defense. We crash over that. Attack for 28 with Blackwinged. He top decks Blue Eyes. He adds back Alternative with Stone. He summons Alternative, pops Truth, but he can't attack that turn. On our turn, we do another Synchro play by revealing a Selector and 2 Paradox Gear with World. Or no, we didn't activate the World. So it kind of came down to the top deck, I guess, at that point. But like there was a lot of top deck. The game was much more in our favor because he couldn't kill me, and we could resolve the World. We could activate the World on the following turn. So the game was most likely ours at that point, unfortunately. But that's going to do it for the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Malefics are fun. They definitely do a lot more now than I gave them credit for initially. Especially if he had Spirit Dragon to summon Azure Eyes and we summon Malefic Paradox, we get to summon back his Spirit Dragon if he wants. Summon a Synchro from either player's graveyard. This can actually be game-winning sometimes. That's kind of crazy. So keep that in mind. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and let me know what you want to see me play next. I am kind of running out of ideas until we get new cards. I'm just trying to revisit old things and put new spins on them, but getting a little burnout, so let me know what you want to see. Maybe I'll take some ideas from down there. Anyway, enjoy your coffee. Enjoy the rest of your day. I will catch you on the next one. Peace.